I think that at that time I said the stock is a great company, but I don't see how you can get to.
And these GPUs are all connected, 72 dual GPU packages.
Nvidia, a leader in graphics processing units, GPUs, recently announced a $5.5 billion quarterly charge due to U.S. export restrictions on its H20 processors to China and other countries. This development sent shockwaves through global stock markets, with Nvidia's shares dropping nearly 6%. The U.S. government, under the Biden administration, has been tightening export controls on high-performance AI chips, like Nvidia's H100 and H200 series, citing national security concerns. These chips are essential for supercomputers used in both civilian and military applications, and the U.S. is wary of China using them to advance military capabilities. In response, Nvidia developed the H20 processor, a less powerful version of its top-tier chips, to comply with these restrictions. Despite offering lower performance, the H20 was expected to generate significant revenue for Nvidia, contributing up to $15 billion in 2024. However, the new requirement for Nvidia to obtain a license to export these chips to China and other countries poses a significant setback for the company, affecting both its operations and growth prospects. In response to this new round of export controls, Nvidia's leadership, including CEO Jensen Huang, has expressed concern that these regulations could severely undermine the company's competitiveness in the rapidly growing AI sector. Huang has stated that revenue from China, one of Nvidia's largest markets, has already dropped to half of pre-export control levels. This decline, he notes, is a direct consequence of the U.S. government's decision to limit Nvidia's ability to sell its most advanced AI processors to Chinese customers. As a result, Nvidia now finds itself competing with local Chinese firms like Huawei, which has ramped up its efforts to develop AI chips that could rival Nvidia's offerings. For the second consecutive year, Nvidia has listed Huawei as a competitor in its annual filing, further highlighting the increasing pressure the company faces in China. The H20 processors, though less powerful than Nvidia's premier AI chips, have still been widely used in China, including by companies like DeepSeek. DeepSeek, a Chinese AI company, gained significant attention earlier this year when it unveiled its groundbreaking AI model, R1, which disrupted existing markets with its advanced capabilities. DeepSeek's use of Nvidia's H20 processors underscores the growing demand for cutting-edge AI technology in China and the critical role that Nvidia's chips have played in this technological advancement. However, with the new export controls in place, the future of Nvidia's H20 processors in China is now uncertain. Nvidia is not only grappling with the existing export restrictions, but also preparing for new regulatory challenges in the near future. The Biden administration's proposed AI diffusion rules, set to take effect in May 2023, are expected to further restrict the export of AI technologies to countries like China. Nvidia has expressed concerns that these new regulations could stifle innovation, particularly by limiting the ability of U.S. companies to collaborate with international AI researchers. With approximately half of the world's AI researchers based in China, many of whom are involved in U.S.-based AI labs, Nvidia has warned that restricting access to Chinese researchers could impede global AI progress and erode the U.S.'s leadership in the field. This growing tension highlights the complexity of balancing national security concerns with the need for technological collaboration in an increasingly interconnected world. Despite these growing challenges, Nvidia has made efforts to comply with U.S. regulations while continuing to pursue its global expansion. The company has moved some of its operations, including testing and distribution, out of China in response to the 2022 export controls. Huang has also emphasized that Nvidia remains committed to working within the confines of the law, but he has made it clear that the company's future success hinges on its ability to adapt to the shifting geopolitical landscape. Nvidia's ability to navigate these complexities will be key to maintaining its position as a leader in the AI chip market. The broader implications of Nvidia's current predicament are far-reaching. As the world's leading AI chipmaker, Nvidia plays a pivotal role in shaping the future of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and supercomputing. Its chips power everything from AI research to autonomous vehicles, from healthcare diagnostics to advanced simulations in industries like aerospace and defense. However, as geopolitical tensions continue to escalate, Nvidia's ability to maintain its dominance in these fields is increasingly uncertain. The company's stock price, which has already fallen by 16% this year, reflects the growing anxiety surrounding these export controls, which have already caused substantial disruptions to Nvidia's business operations. The tightening of export controls also highlights the broader struggle between the U.S. and China for technological supremacy. AI is viewed as one of the most important areas of technological competition in the 21st century, and both countries are vying for dominance in this space. The U.S. has long been a leader in AI development, thanks in large part to companies like Nvidia. However, China's rapid advancements in AI research, along with the country's massive market potential, have made it a formidable competitor. The U.S. government's decision to restrict the export of AI chips is part of its broader strategy to limit China's ability to develop advanced technologies that could potentially be used to challenge U.S. power, both economically and militarily. For Nvidia, the road ahead is fraught with uncertainty. The company's efforts to comply with U.S. export controls while maintaining its market leadership are increasingly complicated by the growing competition in China. While Nvidia's H20 processors were designed to allow the company to continue operating in China, despite the U.S. export restrictions, the new rules have thrown a wrench in this strategy. With the requirement for a license to export these chips to China, Nvidia's ability to sustain its revenue stream from this key market is now in jeopardy. Moreover, Nvidia's growing rivalry with Chinese companies like Huawei underscores the increasing challenge the company faces in maintaining its dominance in the global AI chip market. As Chinese firms continue to develop their own AI chips, Nvidia will likely face even greater competition, not just in China but across other parts of the world as well. This increasing competition, coupled with the regulatory challenges posed by the U.S. government, means that Nvidia will need to be more agile than ever in order to navigate the evolving tech landscape. The financial implications of these changes cannot be overstated. Nvidia's decision to record a $5.5 billion charge due to the export of H20 processors to China and other markets underscores the significant financial risk that the company now faces. The charge, which is expected to be recognized in the company's next quarterly earnings report, signals the impact of these export restrictions on Nvidia's financial performance. While the company remains a leader in the AI chip market, these regulatory challenges are likely to weigh heavily on its future prospects. As Nvidia continues to adjust to the changing regulatory environment, the company's ability to innovate and maintain its position at the forefront of the AI revolution will be crucial. The global race for AI dominance is intensifying, and Nvidia's response to these challenges will determine whether it can continue to thrive in this competitive landscape. The outcome of this situation will not only shape Nvidia's future, but could also have far-reaching consequences for the broader tech industry. With the U.S. and China locked in a battle for technological supremacy, the decisions made by companies like Nvidia will have profound implications for the future of AI, semiconductor technology, and global trade. The next few years will be pivotal in determining which country will emerge as the leader in AI and which companies will dominate this critical sector. As Nvidia moves forward, it will need to find ways to mitigate the impact of these new export controls, adapt to the changing regulatory landscape, and remain competitive in an increasingly crowded market. The company's ability to innovate, navigate geopolitical tensions, and maintain its leadership in the AI chip market will be key to its continued success. Thank you for taking the time to read this in-depth exploration of Nvidia's current challenges and the impact of U.S. export restrictions. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the latest developments in the world of technology, AI, and global trade.